Tēnā koe te whare. Tēnā koutou te whānau o te whare paramata. Kia ora mai tātou, tēnā tātou katoa. Members, when we adjourned for the dinner break, the member Pottle Williams was speaking. She has 5 minutes remaining.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker.
Tēnā koe.
Just before the dinner break, I was commenting on the four kind of key features of this piece of legislation. Primarily that the requirement for the development of risk plans and the verification of the agency that would monitor those plans. The second part being traceability, so that if there are any food safety incidents, that there is an ability to recall defective product easily and also trace back to source, so that any of the issues can be mitigated quite quickly. The third aspect is really about accountability, and the regulator here in this bill indicates that they hold prime accountability, even though the agency's role will be in acting to ensure verification of the various standards as developed by the regulator. And the last key aspect is standardisation of compliance of the methods across all of the food safety system. So it has the bones of the development of a relatively robust quality system in those terms. But Mr Speaker, I just want to make some comments about what we might be looking for the Select Committee to determine, or to have some other look at some other aspects of it. And here I want to quote my colleague, Honourable Damien O'Connor, when he talked about in relation to the whole debacle occurred because food safety testing by Crown Research Institute Ag Research and the oversight by Assure Quality had failed. And while a mistake occurred, Fonterra was relying on advice from government entities which were not adequately resourced. And what Honourable Damien O'Connor was also referring to was about the establishment of an independent food safety authority. And here the Select Committee has an opportunity to really look at the viability of that. And I would strongly suggest that in the cases, particularly the one that precipitated the development of this particular bill, that the nature of independence for a food safety authority would be very useful. Because the cautionary tale is, of course, there are the cases where food safety has been quite clearly compromised. And I spoke in my earlier contribution about how damaging that is to our reputation. And the damage to our reputation does not go away quickly. It takes some work to rebuild trust in our food safety systems after those kinds of events. So in terms of the development of a quality system, I think the bones are very much there, but there are some questions that need to be asked at Select Committee. We'd certainly be looking to explore the independent nature, possibly, of a food safety authority. We'd be looking for reviewing other monitoring processes, either through other jurisdictions or through other sectors. There are lots of good and robust quality systems that are there that can be used as comparatives when the Select Committee is looking at this bill. Mr Speaker, as I said at the beginning of my contribution, I am not a member of the Select Committee, but have a keen interest in ensuring that we develop really good quality systems across the range of our food safety environment, because it is very important that we manage to retain our reputation as a safe food producer, and it's very important for our economy going forward. Thank you, Mr Speaker. I commend the bill to the House.
Cool.
Mr Speaker.
Barbara Kuriger.